In the last few videos, we've concentrated on setting up a website project, along with adding the basic structure for our index page. Although this is all essential for the website project, I'm sure you are all keen to get some real content displaying inside the browser. When we looked at HTML in the recent slides, we took a brief look at HTML headings. Headings are used to structure the page's content from most to least important, and are numbered H1 through to H6. We use H1 for the most important or the main headings. H2 is slightly less important, and so on. H1 is also the largest, down to H6, being the smallest by default. Headings are used by search engines such as Google to determine which content is most important. In this example, the large, bold HTML text at the top here is marked up using a heading tag of H1. This makes sense as it is the main subject of the page. We can see this in action by visiting the Wikipedia page it was taken from. So if we head over to Google, and then I'm going to search for Wikipedia HTML, and select the top link just there. Using the Google Chrome developer tools, which we'll use quite a lot through this course, we can prove this is a level 1 heading. Inside of Chrome, if we right or control click and then go down to inspect, this opens up the developer tools. Don't worry too much about what we see here just for now. We will look at this in more detail throughout the course. For now though, if we go over to the inspector, which is this arrow in the corner, click on this, and then if we hover over the HTML, and then click that, we can see inside the code here, the blue line which is highlighted is a H1. Don't worry about everything which is going on here just yet. The main thing to know is we have selected the HTML text, and we can see that this is just a H1 element with a few attributes inside, such as the ID, the class, and also the language, which we've seen before. So it's not really anything we haven't seen so far. Now let's go and give this a go ourselves. So if we close developer tools and head back over to the text editor, we already know that the content we want to show in the browser is placed between the body tags, so we can add our headings inside of there. So let's remove our text from before and start to create some headings. First H1, and let's add some text inside of here, simply of heading 1. Then on the next line, let's add our H2 with the text of heading 2. Next line, H3. H4, text of heading 4, and 2 more to go. H5, one of the smaller ones, so heading 5, and then finally the last one is heading 6. Okay, so type that all in, give that a save, and then go over to the browser. Make sure that the index.html page is open from before. If not, go back to the file and then open it up. Give that a reload, and we can clearly see the difference between the heading sizes. But we shouldn't be tempted to use them just to size the text or make them look bolder. Remember, headings are for importance. If we go back over to our finished website, which we looked at before, we have a few cases where we could use headings. We have the main site title of text store at the top, which could be a good use case for H1. We also have the text of shop by and all items at the top of each section. These two are level 2 headings. Then the sidebar heading of category and also price would be a good use case for H3. Let's put this into practice by applying these to our project. So let's go back over to our index.html page, and inside the body, let's remove H2 right through to H6, leaving this H1 between the body section. So this H1, like we've just seen inside the finished version, we can add a text of text store. Save that, reload the browser, and there is our site title. So back over to the finished version, Moving down, this sidebar had the H2 text of shop by, and then we had the category titles of category and price. So let's add these in now. So just below the text store title, let's add our H2. And in between these tags, we can add the text of shop by. Staying with the sidebar section, below this we can add our 2 level 3 headings. So the first one was the text of category. So close that off. Add the text of category. And then just below that, there was also a H3, which was for the price. And if I could just add a colon after shop by there. So give that a save and let's see how this sidebar is now looking. Okay, good. Let's just add the currency between the brackets just after that. So add a currency symbol inside of there. And now this is the sidebar text in place. Finally, we can add all items, which was for the different section on the right hand side here. This was also a H2 heading, just like shop by. So we can add this just below. So let's add a H2 and a text of all items, followed by the colon. Save that. And now we see this on the page too. So things don't look too great at the moment, but remember HTML is for the content only. Things will begin to look a lot better when we dive into CSS for styling and also laying out this text. Next, we'll take a look at how to section or group together related content using div tags.